Rainbow Six Siege top 5s, and today's video is going to be the top 5 operators that are really good, but they have a really big downside to them also. So number 5 is definitely going to have to be Buck, and I think it's going to have to be Buck because he is a very strong operator, as in he's got 2 armor, 2 speed, so he's mildly fast, but his gun is really powerful, and he's got a great gadget of the secondary shotgun that can really, not secondary, but it can really destroy walls. It can be very stopping at close range, so it can really devastate the enemy team. But the terrible thing about it, a huge drawback, is the fact that he has such a bad recoil. Like, you can aim down sights, and if you're using an ACOG, it's only worse. But let's just go with iron sights. If you're aiming down sights with iron sights, you just shoot straight up, and it shoots, not only does it just shoot straight up very fast, like it's very hard to control, but it also shoots to the left and to the right while you're shooting straight up, so the recoil is going left, right, and up at the same time, and so that just is crazy hard to get a headshot with, especially if you're using iron sights, because it blocks the field of view a lot. But it's just the huge drawback is the recoil on his CB-SFW is just insanely hard to control, so he'd be a really powerful operator if his recoil was just a tad bit easier to control. Number 4 is definitely going to be Hibana because her gadget is extremely good. You can shoot in a reinforced wall and you can detonate that, and you can make a peeking hole, and you can even crawl through it. So her gadget is really powerful, even better than thermites almost. But so that she's really good in that aspect. But the bad thing about her is her gun is alright. It's not bad, definitely, by any standards, but the bottom line bad thing about it is it has 21 bullets in it, and I'm talking about the Type 89. It has 21 bullets in a magazine, and if you're like up close with somebody, if you spray, that's gonna do, like, you're gonna be gone in an instant. In like a second, your ammo is just gonna be completely gone, and you have to be stuck reloading. And it doesn't have a quick reload either. You gotta go pop it in and then flip it over and go to the other side and chamber it. So her reload is definitely not quick, and so I can see I've gotten stuck in many situations where I've just gotten in a bad gunfight, and it doesn't work out because I have to reload in the middle of it, and I just instantly die. So that's why Hibana's in the number 4 spot, is because her gun's ammo, not her gun, but that ammo is so low that I found myself getting killed a lot in a gunfight because So number 3 is going to be Mira, and I know you're thinking Mira seems really overpowered, and she's definitely one of the best operators, but a huge downside to her is the fact that you put her mirrors up. Let's say you got a really good spot right in the corner, you put up the mirror, you got it so you can peek into a window and they can barely see you, you just instantly headshot them. But a terrible thing is that Twitch can just come right in, and it looks like the drone got killed, but Twitch can come right in, just instantly take that out, and then boom. Okay, you just basically turned it from a great upgrade to being a really good spot to the enemy team, to being a complete downside in them being able to see you and headshot you even if you've had a really good hiding space. That hiding space basically just got taken away because of Twitch, and her little annoying little drone came over, broke this out, and completely ruined your little plan so that you can't even sit in there anymore, so that it just got destroyed. So now it's kind of useless, like, completely, and it's worked from working for you to against you and completely just taking you out, and it's just a little annoying thing that can really ruin the whole job of Mira, which is putting up her mirrors and having cover that you can look through. So that's why it's in the number 3 spot for why Mira is a great operator but has a big downfall. So number 2 is gonna have to be Twitch, and I know like it kind of corresponds with number 3, but the bad thing about Twitch is her drone is definitely pesky. I wouldn't say it's like the best thing, because usually an annoying thing with it is it can get trapped in the mute, and then once it's trapped in the mute, you can't use it, and that's your only gadget. And then like it can get shot by an enemy, it can get yeah, it can get shot by an enemy, destroyed, or muted. So that's like a problem with it, and it can't jump, which is a big downside. So basically, the drone is good, but it's just kind of a little pesky because it only does 10 damage, and you gotta not get destroyed in that entire time you're trying to get somebody or destroy gadgets. So it's kind of hard to do that. So the thing is, if it gets destroyed or muted, that's your entire gadget. Basically, the entire purpose is to destroy enemy gadgets and just kind of annoy the team. But when it gets stuck in a mute, or if it gets destroyed, your ability is just completely done for. Like, you can't, your complete purpose is just like gone now. So that's why it's annoying, because you can't hop to avoid getting shot. You can't hop over mute. Usually that's pretty rare, but it happens sometimes. You hop over mute, you can't do that. So you're just stuck trying to avoid enemies by driving, but then they can come and just instantly shoot you, shoot your little drone, and then you're done for. Just like that, your drone's gone. Well, now what are you gonna do? You're basically just a recruit. So that's why she took the number 2 spot, for why she is she's a good operator, but her drone is just kind of a little bit in need of an upgrade, I think. So number 1 is definitely going to be Castle. So I'm going to leave Blitz out of this. I guess he needs to be honorable mention, but he's I don't feel like putting him on the list because, I mean, you all know his headshot hitbox is just awful. But so for Castle, you go, and his ability seems kind of good. I was like a reinforcement, but you put it on a door, so like, alright. But downfalls is he basically locks all the teammates out of the room. So like, if the teammates want to go roam or spawn kill or set up anywhere outside of the objective room, they're gonna have to get through Castle, and then that's just a huge downfall because they have to go over here, go through the entire cutscene, they're having to take down the entire door. For some reason I can't do it there. You have to go through the entire cutscene, just taking up the door, putting it back down, and then Castle has to go re-put it up. So it's just a pretty big nuisance for everybody. And the second thing is, they can instantly just be destroyed by a breaching charge. If somebody comes in, Ash hits it, or Thermite if he's pretty stupid and he doesn't feel like using it on a reinforcement. But anybody can just breach it and instantly take down your entire gadget, so like it was nothing, like it was just any other regular door. So like, that's why I think Castle is gonna take the number 1 spot, because his barricades are just more of a nuisance than an actual help, because they just lock teammates in, they can't get out and set up, and it also just anybody can easily breach through it just as easy as they can breach through any other regular door. So it's kind of pointless in my opinion, so that's why I took the number 1 spot. So those were the top 5 operators that are very powerful but have huge downsides to them. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. It helps out small channels like me greatly. And I'll see you next video.